Welcome to the Blue Green Ocean Road podcast. First up is George.
Yes, welcome, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen,
that's
to
one.
another episode of Blue Green Ocean Road with your host, David Stenberg.
Yeah,
How's it going?
I don't know, man. I feel like shit.
Morning chores. Yar!
You standing over that shit waiting for me?
Waiting, yeah, timing is everything.
I would clean this up, but I need it.
I needed to prop.
I need content. We're content creators. We're creating content. We are creating.
Look,
We're creating shit.
my desk,
Oh,
ladies and
good,
gentlemen.
Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hey, George.
Hey, there he is.
How you guys doing?
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my co-op so I can get baked.
Quiet.
I don't want to
Yeah, hey,
wait. I don't want to
dogs.
wait anymore. I'm gonna leave my co-op in the win this week. I
Oh
sent
boy.
emails. I sent texts. I sent everything.
Well, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. That,
What a burnout. I can't complain. It's my
thanks.
fault. I started you on this. I got you stoned the first time,
You
so
did. Who
all
knows?
my fault.
I could have been somebody.
Oh boy.
Yes. All right, so what's going on?
Hey, how about that storm yesterday,
Did
huh?
you play out last night?
No,
Ah,
no. Kurt had a hip replaced, so we're not playing for a couple of weeks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hip replacement.
Yes, the hail came down yesterday all over my deck.
Yeah, I know.
I was watching it. Yeah.
It started off like normal sized hail, and then all of a sudden it was like grape sized hail.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Well, there
And I
was.
got zapped. We had lightning hit somewhere right around us, and I got zapped through my keyboard.
Yikes.
Wow.
And it didn't hurt my computer.
It's grounded.
Yeah, but I got zapped. And Square was upstairs, and he was about to do something on the lathe, and he saw an arc across the lathe.
Wow.
Yeah, it
That's
was
something.
it was one of those. The thunder and the lightning hit at the same time, so it was like right around here somewhere.
Getting a lot of wind noise, George. Hey, put a sock over your phone.
Socked over my earpiece.
That's what a mic is.
Well, I don't know. This is my
That's what a
first one,
microphone is.
folks. I can do this.
The microphone's in the
Yeah.
earpiece.
Yes, it is.
Maybe a wool cap.
A wool cap. Oh,
Just
I put the winter stuff away for the season.
how about that hood?
I
I'll
I
That
stay
hood
uh
would
out here.
work. That hood would
I
work.
don't hear the wind. I don't hear any wind
Well,
from
no,
here.
because you're not recording it.
Oh, yeah, all right. Did you see Steve Wallace's latest?
Yeah,
The Walmart
the
Park.
Walmart.
What is it about him? It's something like he's
He,
like that Bob Ross guy. You just like,
I like hanging out with him.
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I was bummed he couldn't have a step two.
yeah, right.
He makes me want to
Um,
drink and barbecue shit.
yeah,
He makes me want to go camping. I started watching him because, like, it's always possible you could end up, in that situation.
stealth camping.
Yeah, yeah, living in your car. I've done it. I reminisce. Yeah, I had one bag that was my kitchen. It was just a bag I could grab. It had everything I needed. All I had to do was walk into a park and light a fire, and I'm cooking. I had a handle. I made a handle, and it had like wing nuts. And I used to just get like two big cans of whatever I ate last, like soup cans or something. And I just poke a hole through them, and then I'd hold both cans, and that was what I boiled water with. And then I just threw them out. All I had was that handle. I had it down to a science. I didn't. I wasn't. I wasn't carrying a lot. All right, here's my co-op. So
Hey,
I like
Mike,
watching that.
Great.
what's your hat say?
It sort
Redhead.
says
Hey, look at you,
says head. It says redhead.
redhead. They
I'm
make
going
sporting goods, right?
oh Lord, but I ain't.
They make crazy women.
Oh, there it is. Ha.
All right,
So,
I'm gonna join you.
Good. Finally. What took you so long, Mike? Jesus.
Well, now that I quit,
No, I can't get baked.
You have one now.
Got a new rule on the Blue Green Ocean Road podcast. Dave can't get baked till all three of you
ah,
chime in.
right.
I can't just sit there all wasted, trying to figure out why things ain't working.
pacifier, pacifier.
It worked this time, Mike. This is Mike's rule. He was right. See, this is a collaboration, man. This is that.
Yeah, last week Dave was like, "Don't fucking bother me." Shit.
Yeah, it was like what was it, half an hour in,
I'm
and
sure I did it.
I can't complain, Mike. I'm the one who got him stoned the first time.
yeah.
It was like Jim Nitowski.
You're,
Oh,
you're, the,
it was once.
you're the gateway, huh?
Now that I get stoned, at least I got an excuse.
Hang on, I gotta go squirt my cock.
Hey, bring the phone with you. We want to see it. We want to see it.
No,
Spray
I
your
don't.
cock. And now, and now, do your famous number. We need content. This podcast is dead. Fucking dead. I don't know if you guys watched this, but George had a nice intro. It's a big pile of shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
I already got a name for the podcast, Steaming Pile.
That's fitting.
Yeah.
Great steaming piles of shit.
All right, I'm gonna say this to anybody who's watching. Leave a comment. Let us know who you are.
Yeah.
Can people leave comments yet, Dave?
I don't know. I'll look into it. I don't
I
know what
keep,
the hell's
I
going
keep
on.
like every time we
I know
talk
we got
about a video or
views,
something, I
but I don't
post
know.
it,
And you
and
asked, and then nobody
I
says
post it
anything.
as a comment, and it doesn't show up. So I don't know what's going on.
You
I
gotta
don't either.
also try.
I don't either. Hey, if anybody knows, comment below.
No, you gotta also.
Leave a comment if you know what the fuck's wrong with our podcast. Why can't we get
I think
comments?
I know what's wrong with
Leave a
the
comment and tell us why we can't get comments.
What?
If you don't know what the
I
fuck's
know.
going on. I googled it. I went nowhere. I got baked and googled it. It got me nowhere.
Hey, Mikey posted a video of Brian Setzer playing Blue Moon of Kentucky.
How'd you like that? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really cool. Really great. He's a great player. Wasn't his guitar really cool looking? Kind of greenish, sparkly Gretsch guitar. Oh man, it's so cool.
I wonder how many Gretches he's got.
I was just telling the boys, I think I have enough guitars now. And then I saw that one, and I realized I don't have enough guitars.
Stray Cat Strut. You hear that?
You gotta take us on a tour of your guitar collection sometime.
Yeah, they're all in cases right now.
Uh-huh.
Come out and see us play. I'll have a whole rack set up with 6 guitars in it. Because you got to have different guitars for different sounds.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I noticed that Brian Setzer in the Stray Cats says he got a lot better in that 10 years, from 1980 to 90,
I like that first album he had, Stray Cat
He's always
Strut.
good.
I listened to that a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I wore that out, actually.
I like that with his big band. I like
I
that
got a
album.
cat scratcher and
You
I
heard
got
that one?
cat
That's a great one.
I'm a real Casanova.
Yeah, that bass player, his bass player Lee Rocker's coming to Rochester with his band.
Rochester.
When is that? When is that?
June, I think, sometime in June or
This month.
July or June. I'd have to look. I'd have to look.
Yeah, I like your Rochester photos. It's a quaint little town.
Town of 30,000.
30,000, really?
That's a big town.
That's big. You got a fire department and everything.
Get everything,
You got everything.
and I hear them all the time.
You get the bikers yet? The big old.
I mean, they pass through, but they don't really hang out.
Oh, they've been passing through over here big time.
Is that this month? The Laconia?
I don't know.
June,
It's like every month. Fuck, it's every.
June.
Sun's out. It's warm.
But
No, you
Wait,
don't
wait,
know, Dave. You have no idea what too many bikes are like till you go to Laconia. That's right, I said it.
like week in Laconia,
I haven't always been in Johnston, man.
it's usually Father's Day week, that week, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I'd love to stay home, honey, but I gotta go out on my bike.
Talk about change over the years. I mean, that thing used to be, hoodlums and, you know,
Now
gangs.
it's all dentists and accountants and
Yeah.
lawyers and
I drove a bike
and
twice. I
bikers.
dumped it both times. I figured that's
Giant
enough.
record.
I was really good at throwing myself up on a lawn. I was good. I knew how to hit grass. I knew to hit grass. I was out of control. Like I couldn't figure out how to fucking make that thing go.
What thing is that, Dave?
This motorcycle this guy was gonna sell me. I said, "You teach me how to drive it, I'll fucking, I'll buy it." And
Oh,
I dumped it twice. And he wouldn't let me try anymore. I never drove with
Why
it.
for you?
Oh, no sale. You
No,
go.
yeah, this is gonna be worth anything by the
Oh
time
no.
by the
wrecked it.
time you learn it, ain't gonna be worth anything. That's what he said.
You go now and you owe me money. So y'all see the latest Biden fall?
I heard about it. Yeah,
Ooh, not good, man. Not good.
Did he break anything?
No, but what was the fall? Anybody can fall, but
old people can't. Old people
he
can't.
couldn't get back up.
Old people can't fall, man.
And it was right after a commencement address for the Navy, something, some kind of some kind of military commencement address. And he was going to leave the state.
Yeah, commencement's for the Air Force, the Academy.
He went down hard, man, hard.
All right,
Well,
this
these people are old. These are old folks. Our leadership is comprised of these very old people.
I say no more boomers. If you're a boomer, you're not allowed to run.
there was this old lady I delivered milk to. She broke her jaw when she was like 88, and it never healed. She was like in her 90s. It just won't heal. It was just broken.
Yeah,
Part of her jaw was
yeah.
broken. She just had to live with it. The shit don't heal after a while,
Well,
man.
fortunately, she didn't have to live very long with it.
I delivered milk to her for a while. Yeah,
Well,
well,
after they helped him up, he stood up and looked back and pointed to what he tripped over.
To let
Was it his
everyone know
son's
that he didn't
laptop
just
or
fall.
something like that?
Right? Yeah.
There was a sandbag.
it was a UFO. It was a fucking UFO.
And what was weird
It's
about
a
it was
Russian
that
drone. It's a Russian drone. It's the size of a bee, but has the strength of fucking a tank. They're
what
flying
was
all
weird
over the
about
place.
what was really weird about it was it happened at a time where everybody was really, really happy. Like right after everybody started to cheer, and it happened. So
Yeah,
it almost looked like they were cheering and following.
yeah,
Oh.
It was really weird.
Well, I'm sure some people were cheering that. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
I know quite a few of them who would cheer that.
yeah. Biden fall down.
To Trump's credit, he was. I saw this thing about him.
Kamala Harris is president.
Trump,
Yay!
Trump's reaction, right? He was in this giving a speech of his own, and somebody was telling him about it. He goes, "Did he?" So he fell. He fell. Oh, so, well, I hope he's okay. You know,
Oh,
I hope he's okay. He said that,
that's
and then
good.
he made some cuts and jabs. But, but first, you know,
My own opinion about this is that him and Hillary and they all meet together and they all laugh about this shit because it's probably not too far. What's The differences are probably very minimal.
The thing
They're
is,
probably replaying that. They
Trump's
probably
an old
put it on replay and watching them fall and like,
Trump's an old fuck too.
we're
Yeah.
all old fucks.
Yeah,
We're
We
old
need
yeah. I
people-
mean,
fucks.
they're
we need
only one.
people
You're
who
an
have
old
a stake in
fuck,
the
you old
future.
fuck.
We don't need people who are about to die running things. We need people who have a stake in the future.
Yeah, we're done. You know, just
True.
kick back, man. We need islands. Well, just fucking just relax on. We need like that iceberg thing, you know. Just fucking just float you out on icebergs. We don't have any icebergs. That's the biggest problem with global warming. No more icebergs. We can't put the old on the icebergs and kick them out to the ocean. We're out of icebergs.
Well, yeah, but we
Did, did you ever see that movie about Easter Island? It was like it was
Rapa
like
Nui.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
with that girl in it. Yeah,
There was an
yeah,
iceberg at the end. Remember the iceberg at the end?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that.
Right
I was thinking of that. I don't know if I was making any sense, but that if you
You're
see,
not making sense, Dave.
well, I wasn't trying to really.
Random,
You never make sense. What's that?
fucking random motherfucker.
That's it. It's too late.
I just realized something. There's a universe at my fingertip.
Just humor and randomness,
Sure.
but there's also weirdness and randomness.
There's order and chaos. And then that thing George says every week. What was that thing? Occidental. So look at it. I always forget. I can't.
Correlation does not imply causation. Is that what you're talking
Oh,
about?
that's a mouthful, man. Jesus.
That's
Say
just,
that 3 times fast, Dave.
I can't say it once.
just because you did something, something else happened, doesn't mean what you did made that thing happen.
Right.
Or maybe it did.
Maybe
How
it
do you
did,
tell the difference?
but it
How
doesn't.
do you know
mean-
the difference? Who has the wisdom to know the difference?
You know the difference by doing it over and over.
Testing. Testing and consensus.
That's science.
With a capital S, baby.
Science.
But I did something. Oh, and then that happened. Oh, it must be. That's fucking. What do they call it? Superstition. It ain't the way. Motherfucker.
Listen to Stevie. Stevie knows all.
Superstition's the theory to be tested.
No, hypothesis. Every time you hear someone say,
Yes.
I have a theory about that, what they really have is an untested hypothesis.
Right.
I have a
Well, that's
theory.
why
No,
you
don't.
test it. You have an untested hypothesis, but that's the theory. You know, the theory is the superstition first.
Yeah, it's like
That's
theory of
tested.
gravity.
Firm.
Like you drop something, it lands to the ground. All right, the theory's proven, but the next time you could drop it and it might go sideways. Just might. So, still a theory.
Non-zero probability,
It's a.
but it's still
it's
very
still
low
us.
probability.
It's. You never know.
I went to New York System. I ate a weenie and my ass started to itch. It doesn't mean.
I
that
don't. I'm
weenie
sorry.
makes your
I don't
ass
mean to
itch.
laugh at you. I know that's kind of cruel. I mean, we're friends, right? I shouldn't be all fucking thrilled about that. Like, I think I was
There
not
could be many
crying.
reasons my ass started to itch. Many reasons. Well, a few.
Where were you, New
Doesn't mean
York?
it's the weenie. You weenie.
Supposed to put it in this end, Mike.
You're not supposed to.
Just saying. It might have been the onions.
As long as you keep thinking of that as an entrance, it's gonna keep hurting.
Don't think of it that way.
It's an exit.
In through the outdoor.
The dirt road is a one-way street, baby. All right, this is devolved into shit again.
See, that's why no real comment. They're petrified.
You gotta give them a prize to comment. Then they'll fuck.
Prize? What do you
All
want?
right. All right, there's a prize. If you
No
leave
prize.
a comment, there's a prize.
No prize.
Leave a comment and your address, and you'll get a prize.
Yeah.
They use hot weenies.
Oh, you got to
It's
mention on
likely-
the air.
Oh boy.
Now we're gonna get. Yeah, we don't want comments, man.
Cricket.
Now we're gonna get
Yes,
hot
you do.
pictures of hot weenies. That's what we're gonna
Show,
get.
show us your weenies.
Oh, great! I'll forward them
I don't
to
think
you.
do they serve those anywhere else?
Yeah, of
No.
No,
course.
I don't think
New
they're.
York, New York
I don't.
system.
I don't think they're allowed to be served in other states, even especially New York.
That's weird. Whatever
The
that
food
is.
quality is so poor.
There's a giant
Well,
list of
it tastes
food.
I
good.
think.
There's a giant list of things you can't eat in Europe that you can eat here.
Like what?
It's all these chemicals and additives and shit.
Oh,
It's just a big black list there. It's huge. They're all
One's
carcinogen and all.
BHT, an oil-based thickener
You can look it up. It's pretty
they
impressive.
use in ramen noodles.
We're reading a lot of shit the
Others,
rest of the world that recognizes
several
as
red
bad.
dyes and yellow dyes that aren't allowed in this country. I mean, that are allowed in this
that's
country,
why
but
we're
not
number one. They're a bunch
Europe.
of pussies.
Yeah,
We get all that dye and shit, makes us strong.
that's right.
Right, they're progressive yet they're still like what the fuck is up with that? Like the fucking men still abuse the women and all that shit.
Oh yeah,
And the women don't
human.
know
That's
any
what's up
better,
with that.
you know. They're fucking
They're
they're
cavemen.
yeah, basically.
I fell in some
And the
ice and
women
was
still
thawed out.
like it. I may be a caveman, but I know enough not to beat my woman.
That's because she'll beat you back.
She's a good shot.
Yeah, Europe's fucked up. It's almost like U.S. back in the 50s or some years, you know. But in
What
other
way?
ways, they're kind of progressive, you know.
I like the movies from the 50s. I like Water Worlds and that. Fucking The Thing from Outer all those fucking movies, man. I could watch them all day. Uh, the day the Earth stood still. Fuck me. That was one of the things I was asking for with the UFO post. It says in the style of a '50s movie poster. Like when I generate art, it's just one of the things you could use as a description.
I'll post one of these. I'd like to see it.
I did a video. It's on a here. Two of them. There's two. The last two are videos of me doing AI art. So
Yeah, I saw some of that. It's pretty cool.
yeah,
That's pretty
last
wild.
night I posted that one last night because I finally got this one Leonardo AI. I asked for an invite like 2 weeks ago. I made mistakes. I got it this week. It took 2 weeks. I got it, and then I went on and I blew through my credits. They gave me 150 credits free, and I was just fucking it up. I did a bunch. Yeah. Well, anyway, I recorded it right, and then I played it back, and I do a commentary on it. And I'm watching it for the first time. I know I fucked up, and I was like, oh yeah, I did. Oh, look what I did there, and shit like. So if you wanna do it, maybe watch that first. It doesn't take long, but I made don't make the mistakes I made. I made some. I made one. I got one. It's Blue Green Ocean Road podcast. Four fishermen on the Blue Green Ocean Road. That's what I entered, and it's great. It's like four guys walking down this road. It's good. I mean, I got one image out of it before I wasted all of them. I mean, I got the hang of it. But if you watch it first, then you won't make all the mistakes. You could save it. I mean, it's 150 images of royalty free shit. It's yours. You own it, right? So and you can make some uh, pretty fucking wild art. You should see some of what some of the other guys do. Like, if you just went there, if you just go to the thing, you don't actually have to create your own. There's people generating them constantly. That's where mine went. I made mine right, and it goes in this feed. It just flies by. Um, Unless you get an account. I got one in a different one. I use Midjourney, and I can put it just in one server, a Discord server that I made, and I can just do it all there. I got a video on that too. My first one. That's
So you go
yeah.
on there and you just say,
I say like imagine a UFO over a cow, and then hit return, and then imagine imagine a UFO over a cow, in pencil, drawn in pencil, stuff like that. Um, a comic
Square's
book
making
page.
his own. Square's making his own tarot deck,
Yeah.
describing like these monsters, and like it comes out with these really wild images. It's like it's all generated. It's really wild. He's just
Maybe
doing it like this, just like you, just to see what happens. You know.
you can put your own images in there too. By the way, I put my face in there, like me in the airport when I was a sailor, and it made a bunch of pictures, and some of them were these really attractive women. These like young girls. I was like, whoa, I'm all right. Look, yeah, fucking. I want to stop now. Yeah, so I did that. So there's that. I wouldn't fuck with anybody else's picture or anybody else's likeness, just my own. I
Right.
figured that would be the only fair way to do it. But after you make something, like if you get something close, you can tweak them. Yeah, it's cool. I got lost in there. It's a time hole. You go in there and 4 or 5 hours go
Is that,
by.
you gotta say imagine this.
Yeah, imagine first, and then think forward. It's actually forward slash imagine, and then the prompt comes up, and you
What if
say,
you went in there? What if you went in there and said, imagine there's no heaven?
huh?
Easy if you try.
"Oh, you probably get some John Lennon shit." I put in Mad Magazine. A page from Mad Magazine. I did that. It was just it looked like a comic book with insane people in it. Right.
So if you had this really,
I have to
really,
get a little more.
uh,
I said in the
if
style
you,
of Don Martin, in the style of Art Crumb. You can try shit like that in the style of Dolly. Um,
oh, in the style
in the style of I like in the style of 1930 newspaper headlines. Those are great with the UFOs over cities and shit. I got a bunch of those, and the words they use, right? They don't use like English. They use letters though, and some of it is like pretty fucked up. Like some of it is you can almost start seeing the influences of the internet. Like it's all the shit. Like it's like okay, that got in there because some of that's out. Yeah, it's the way it puts it together all visually. It's
I
weird.
get what you mean. I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, you start seeing it. You see, oh, that's some,
Because it's taking from the internet. It's
yeah,
taking the info from the internet. So
yeah. You got it from
things
a
that are
weird
popular or
place.
trending right now will start to show up in it, right?
Sure. Yeah, just like I don't know. It's apparent. You see it. It's cool. Like some of it's goofy. It's like a cow with no head, shit like that, or like I had this picture of a guy. It all came out fine except he had like 8 nostrils. Like what the fuck?
Uh, I saw that there's a short film that's a AI generated film of just
Yeah.
that George sent, science fiction film of these aliens coming to Earth, and they had like recreated like Biden's voice and different politicians' voice, and yeah, that was pretty cool, right, George? I saw that.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah, they
interesting.
make film.
Uh,
They also
Rick's
have
subject content was great. They
Yeah.
envisioned an alien invasion and their reaction to it.
they have
It's very
Photoshop plugins now that like if you have a picture of a lion facing that way, you can highlight his head, grab it, and drag his head that way, and everything changes where the lion's head actually does turn that way, and it looks like
Oh,
a
that's
real
cool.
fuck. It's fucked. It's fucking wild. It is. Yeah. It just yeah. They're plugins for the AI plugins for Photoshop. They're pretty
so
amazing.
let's say you had a really weird kink and you couldn't find any outlet for this kink. You could go on there. You could imagine blank whatever,
What is it, Mike? Go ahead, spill.
You can't do
What are
porn,
you what are
man.
you what are you after here?
Actually, if you
What
do
are
something
you
too
trying to do
nasty,
here,
right?
Mike?
If you
I'm just
put it,
saying, I'm just
if you say
spitballing.
that, they
What's
won't
your
let you
kink?
back
Tell the
on.
tell the
You'll
world.
get
What's
kicked
your
I'm
out.
kink,
just,
Mike?
I'm
They'll
just spitballing.
you'll be arrested.
Spitballing? Is that your kink?
Can't do that to
People
bowling balls, man.
spitballing you?
What's with the syrup? The fuck? I like it sticky.
keep it greasy
I like maple syrup.
so it goes down easy.
Hey, here's something. Here's something you guys can do today. Um,
Speak up,
Portsmouth.
Mike.
Portsmouth. Can you hear me?
Speak up a
Portsmouth.
little bit.
Are we recording?
I can hear. Yeah.
Portsmouth is having its 400th anniversary today.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
having a parade with like 1,500 people in the parade. It's like crazy.
Nice. You going?
No,
So,
Joanne's in it.
oh,
She's a
Oh yeah,
major.
what does she do?
She's a majorette.
Really? Wow,
with a baton?
cool.
Yeah,
You know all that baton stuff?
yeah,
No kidding.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Wow. That's
She's like
something
the,
for only our generation, the baton stuff. Remember as a kid, all the
Yeah,
girls into the batons and whatnot?
I always thought it was wild.
she's the majorette for
Uh,
the leftist marching band.
wow, sorry to hear that.
True.
No, that sounds great. What was
Well,
True.
Ports must be a great place to be today.
There's a lot of people. I may have the number wrong, but it's like no, I don't have the 400 number wrong. I mean the amount of people in the parade. It's like a huge freaking parade,
Wow.
but it's the 400th year. Uh,
Wow.
wow.
which, yesterday was 90 something degrees, and today's like barely out of I don't even think it's out of the 50s.
Yeah, it's crappy
Yeah,
here.
same
Yeah.
here.
It's not
Did you get
crappy.
the
It's,
hail,
it's
Mike?
kind of
Did you
cool.
get all that hail?
We didn't get it. We barely got anything. We got a lot of threat, and then a
Yeah.
little bit of rain and wind, but we didn't get what you guys got. But
I missed it.
We got about 2 inches of rain in that downpour.
Huh?
uh,
How much
Yeah.
That
hail?
was pretty intense for a while. It was a nice thunderstorm. Nice,
I should go out
very
there and see
nice.
if my
Yeah.
Jeep's all dented
Until it
up,
hits
man.
you. Until you get zapped, and it's not so nice.
somebody was posting some video of the hail down in
Yeah.
Killingly. So was the hail pretty much in that isolated area, or
I
was
guess. I don't know where else got it, but we got a lot of it. Like the ground was white with it.
did you get it, George?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We got hit pretty good.
How the chickens? They must have freaked.
Ah.
Yeah, they got that
No,
porch.
yeah, they got the deck. They run under the deck and they hang out. They ride it out.
Brand new boards too, man.
You know, if that rooster gets too noisy, I go out and I squirt my cock. And
You see that a lot around the house, don't you?
Well, there's a kink.
often as I can.
There's a
Hey,
kink.
oh, that's it. That'll be our first
Put your
merch.
Chat GPT thing.
We
Dave,
gotta
and
do
say,
the.
Imagine George squirting his cock.
Now I'm making a
See
T-shirt,
what
man. It'll be our
happens.
first merch. What was that again? What'd you say? Spray my cock. What is it?
Hold on, I gotta go squirt me cock.
Squirt me cock and that other one. What was the other thing? The osmosis and the
Correlation doesn't imply.
You gotta write this shit down for me. I'll
I'm
do
all
it.
about
I'll do
that.
it, man. I'll make T-shirts. I want to do it. I'm gonna make patches for
Correlation
your arm.
doesn't imply
Security
causation.
guard patches for your arm and shit. I did that. Security guard patches for your arm with a cow and a UFO for a logo.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, they were great looking. I lost them though. I mean, that's one of the mistakes I made. I wasn't saving them right away, and they got lost in the feed. I let them go by. So that was another idiotic move I made. So I learned all this shit when I went through, and I managed to get one image that was good. It's for the podcast too. I'll put it somewhere. It's just for old guys walking towards the beach, well, towards the
Well,
green.
don't leave it in the comments because it won't show up.
No, it's posted on this channel.
Okay.
Yeah. The last two I posted two before between last time we came and this time. I managed to get two videos out about generating art with AI. So, and it's fun, and it's
What have you
here.
boys been up to? Dave's been making all this art. What have you guys been doing all week?
Yeah, you guys making any art?
Fucking off.
Nah, just been squirting me cock. Actually, I've just been trying to do some gardening and stuff. My potatoes haven't come up yet. I'm concerned. Yeah,
Maybe you should
gotta
squirt
have
them
me
with your
potatoes.
cock.
Oh, there's nothing like fresh potatoes. Nothing like them.
Maybe that's the problem.
Well, it worked before.
That's probably right. That's probably more likely.
Don't you?
Maybe I got to change my diet.
You gotta like maybe watch the Martian, see how he did it.
Drink more water.
We got plenty of water. Been using that fish manure additive
Ah,
in my watering. Works on the hydrangeas. Working very well on that.
I've been using this blue shit in barrels I found in the woods.
When I was living up in Sandwich, there was this old Indian guy up there was true. It's this old Indian. Everybody he grew sweet corn, and people came from miles around to get this old Indian sweet corn. And he lived right off Route 25, and I forget his name, but he was this old Indian guy. And somebody asked him, like, people are going by all these other stands to get his sweet corn, and somebody asked him what his secret was, and he said he went out there on the first full moon of the spring, went out and crouched
I
down
didn't.
on the soil, picked up some soil, and held it up to the sky, and then he put it in a bag and sent it off to UNH to be tested. And he
Then added Monsanto.
He had Frankencorn. Frankencorn.
Yummy.
Monsanto.
Indian thing.
All right. So have you guys noticed? Speaking of corn, have you noticed that sweet corn nowadays that you can get at the supermarket, pretty good tasting,
Sweet.
It's Florida corn.
sugar
Yeah.
enhanced varieties. That the sugar doesn't it doesn't change the starch right away like normal old fashioned sweet corn, so it can stay on the shelf and still be sweet. Sugar enhanced.
Sugar enhanced.
I've been eating peaches in grape juice that Dole makes. I was looking at it. It's like, oh, what kind of sugar they pump in this, right? Because usually you just dump the syrup and eat the fruit. But this is you can drink this. This is grape juice. It's just grape juice. No sugar. There was no sugar added. It's just fruit. And the other one's pretty great too. The fruit cocktails also too. I started buying those. Those are fucking good. Dole of all, and they're in plastic, so you can they can roll around in your truck and they're gonna break or
They're
anything.
big giant companies.
I
They make
know.
all kinds of stuff.
But I mean, I was surprised to see no fructose bullshit. Just just it was great. Yeah, white grape juice from concentrate and water and peaches. It's fucking great. Yeah, I even like drinking it. I keep it like it's like fuck me, man. It's good. Anyway, I discovered those. They were near that robot, that fucking robot. I hate that robot in Stop and Shop. If he's like in the aisle, I go, I ain't going
Creepy,
down
right?
there. I ain't going down there. Fucking thing.
Yes.
I went over to the Walmart and bought whole watermelon for under $5. Came home, cut it up, ate the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah,
Did you really?
Ooh,
seeds and all.
nice.
No seeds.
No seeds.
Seedless.
Seedless. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. That was a great idea. Well,
I
thanks.
like it.
Seeded watermelon.
It's Frankenmelon.
Yeah.
How
No
the hell did you
seeds,
get
no
home?
taste.
It wasn't the best tasting watermelon in the world, but
No, it's the seeded watermelon that's tasty. It's hard to get those anymore. They're so coveted now. There are places in North and South Carolina that grow the seeded watermelon. They sell out, and people order them through the mail. They're so
Here's the
precious.
trick. You get the seeded watermelon, and you cut it in half, and the center has no seeds in it, and it's the sweetest part. And you just take your knife and you dig around, you pull that plug out. That's the best part right there.
Yeah, that's the
Wow.
best part when it's in a wedge too, right? That's that
you,
first
you
bite
give
on
that,
top.
then
That's
you
that
give that to
really
your
red
wife.
piece.
You give that piece to your wife.
Oh hell no! I keep, get your own goddamn watermelon.
She always wants
Why
to.
do all, why do all watermelons have a hole in the center?
You can have the rest of it.
That's all wives do,
Give her
man.
the rest, Mike. I give her the rest of the whole watermelon. I'm just taking this little piece, man. I'm very generous.
He calls it. He puts a hole in it.
Uh,
Mike puts holes in watermelons. And show you just how.
Hey, imagine that, GBT.
Yeah, I am. They won't let me. They'll kick me off the internet if I do that. No holes
We
in
found
watermelon.
out our kinks.
But a whole
What's your
watermelon.
kink, Dave?
Right in the wild watermelon. I
The Walmart.
ain't hurting nobody. Except maybe the
Watermelon.
watermelon, but no people drop them off of buildings just to watch them
that's
smash.
great.
So
I never understood that.
you never, you know, I fucking
No,
love watching. I can watch that all
throw
day.
something else off the building.
I don't watch it go
Watermelon. I love
backwards.
watermelon.
I just see watermelon come back up whole.
sent to the bar?
That's what you been drinking these days.
Oh, look at that. It looks like water. It looks like
Yeah.
Good size.
a
My watermelon.
bowling ball.
Not a whole lot of that,
I'm gonna core this one.
of course.
It's gonna be a long night.
You need two. You need two.
Cheap date. You're a cheap date.
I get around.
Date two? You get around. Goes to all the gardens.
What you been
produce to
watching?
save.
Anything good?
I watched that Arnold Schwarzenegger Netflix thing.
Oh,
Sorry.
What was that, Dave?
It's
What
funny.
Netflix?
It's just he's just goofing around, right? It's great.
What's it called?
I don't know. It's on Netflix. It's the only one Arnold's doing. It's
Okay.
just
yeah,
it's a spy thing.
crazy.
It's just it's yeah, it's funny. He throws in a lot of jokes, the chopper jokes. Just a spoof on himself, really, and it's funny. It's good writing. Um, there's good cast. There's a good writing to it. It's just quick. Just it's a one-time deal. It'll make some time go by pretty easily. You know.
Yeah, I
Honor
watched the old Conan the Barbarian
Oh yeah.
the other day. Yeah,
really
How did that hold up over these years?
it actually pretty good.
that
His,
that
his
woman, the
dialogue is
blonde
very
woman. I
forward-looking.
forgot her name, but I fucking loved her.
Uh,
She was it. I had her. I
it's a lot
know.
of fun to see again.
I know. I had
Yeah.
magazine post pictures of that woman, the blonde, the Conan's sidekick. Girl.
Uh,
Her name. But what the fuck's her name? I forgot.
I have no idea.
I gotta.
I don't know if
I'll
you
be
did.
googling
No.
her later. I'm going down. I'm going down memory lane with my watermelon. Me and my watermelon.
I've been watching Dinosaur Planet with David Attenborough. Season 2 is
Oh
out.
yeah.
Yeah, it's wicked. Really good.
Are they feathering the CGI
Oh yeah.
more for these later?
Oh yeah. This is all state of the art. Like this is what we know so far. Stuff.
Ah,
Really good. And it's David Attenborough, so it's like a nature program, only it's dinosaurs. It's fucking cool.
where's it offered? What format is it?
Apple TV.
Apple
I got
TV.
Apple TV so I could watch this.
Oh, I wanted to watch one movie there, the Tom Hanks one, Greyhound. I wanted to watch that one. That's the only reason I'd get Apple TV. I've been waiting for it to come out on DVD. It's never coming out. They're never going to let it out of that place. If I ever want to see it, I have to get Apple TV. They got some of that
Well, I
shit.
saw Otto. Uh, Netflix has Otto.
Oh yeah.
His one of his latest. That was pretty good. Where he plays that old
Isn't
guy.
there a Swedish movie that like they took that like that the American
Yes,
version?
yes, they did. As in a lot of decent cinema copied from other countries and stuff. Yeah, it was very good. Nice tale of a man finding himself after wanting to commit suicide.
Jodie Foster just did one I watched. Yeah, you see that, you go, whoa. Some of these people, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Really? Until 2023, Arnold Schwarzenegger? And I think Jodie Foster just did one too. I forget. Yeah.
That
I
was,
mean,
that was good for
there's
her.
a good cast. You go, okay, give it a shot. Do you see?
Ah,
Nobody saw 1899, huh? 1899. That's fucking great, man.
I saw
so
this
give
is a
us
Netflix
what's
thing. I saw it's a bunch of short stories that are
There's
they're
a
like
lot of Philip
African
K. Dick in
legends
it.
and they're African legends, but they're done in like kind of modern or like kind of like Black Mirror, just like near future tech. It's in different African languages too with subtitles. Really cool. They're shorts. They're like 15 to a half an hour, 15 minutes to a half an hour.
I watched another
Pretty
one.
good.
Yeah, I watched a short one. It was a whole season of shorts. Maybe that was the same one. It was sci-fi, sort of like sci-fi. I forgot the name of it now,
There's a bunch of them.
but it was like trending then. It was like number five. Everybody was watching it. I watched it, and I forgot. I remember some of them, but I don't remember the name of the thing. They were all different. They were all different lengths. Some were animated. Some were like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that one. The
Yeah,
old studio one.
I guess I don't
There
remember.
was a couple of them like that too.
Yeah, they're like in the style of that heavy
Studio was
metal
one of them.
movie was one of them, and then there was a bunch of others that were like in like all these different styles and shit.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like shit like that.
yeah. Good, wicked.
Oh man, I
Well, the
want.
new season of Black Mirror is coming out
Oh
you know,
yeah. When is that coming
yeah,
out?
sometime this month
All
on
right.
Netflix.
Well, I'll be watching that one.
I watched The Breakfast Club this week on
Really?
Netflix. Yeah, yeah.
How did
Just
that hold up
Breakfast.
after all these years?
okay. Yeah. I mean, it has its flaws, but I mean, yeah, it's all right. It's okay.
Well, I mean, at the time, some of these movies are groundbreaking, but they've been copied, and the themes have been so overused over the
Right.
last couple of decades that they look very childish and meaningless at this point.
The ending, the ending's worth it. The beginning and the ending, the essay. You know, it's just I don't know. It was good.
Yeah, well,
The
I mean, at
'80s
the time,
music. You
yeah,
know,
sure, at the time, but now it looks dated. But
I
at the
liked it.
time, it was something. Yeah.
I remember liking it a lot, and actually Dave Sherman knew it by heart.
Oh,
He had the laser disc, right? So he played it. It's the first time I ever saw it, right? So I sit back, I start watching it, right? And he's behind me. He's doing the lines, right? We're baked out of our fucking mind. He's got these massive fucking Bose speakers. We're just getting fucking rocked by the thing. But his TV sucked. His TV actually had tubes. We had to wait for it to fucking warm up. But it was the sound. It really was. It didn't matter. I watched Reservoir Dogs there the first time. What's a bunch of? He had a bunch of them. He had The Day the Earth Stood Still. That was always great.
ah,
The new one or the old one?
The old one. The old one. I saw the new one. It was okay. And I don't remember any of it. I don't know anything about it. I forgot. But I did watch it, and I watched it to the end, and I was like, well, okay. But you can't beat the '50s one. You can't. You just can't. They always the '50s one's always doing God though, right? I mean, it was always like the end of War of the Worlds, like because they were praying in the church, remember? And it was like they even then Hallelujah, and they're ringing bells. That's how the end. George Powell, yeah, all this stuff. That guy used to put Woody Woodpecker somewhere in his movie. You had to find it. It wasn't going to be just like out, but it was going to be there somewhere.
Wait, what guy? How did he
George
have
Powell. It was
Woody?
the guy who did War of the Worlds, the '53 one that we liked, the ones that we saw when we were kids.
Okay.
That
Oh,
one.
is the director of that?
Yeah, yeah,
All right. And so there's Woody Woodpecker in there. Where is it?
yeah. I think. Well, I looked. I think it's when when the first one comes in, the first meteorite, right? It's sort of like a matte painting in the back. There's like pine trees and shit, right? In the pine tree, it kind of looks like it might be a Woody Woodpecker in there, painted in, but like you can't see it anymore because you're watching it like on a small screen and you're not watching
Oh,
it in like what they do. They did it in that three color. Like the camera was huge. It sounded like a truck. It was the size of a truck. The camera they used back then, it was like that Technicolor. It was Technicolor because it would take up the whole fucking like. It was like this
well,
huge wall. I mean, you ever see like a Bad Day at Black Rock or
right.
something like that?
that's a
It's
good
just
movie.
Because it
yeah,
took
that
three
epic.
images.
Yeah, that
It took
epic
three, and
fucking
each one in each color,
yeah.
for each primary color.
So I mean, in the theater in '53, you go, there it is. Maybe I think I saw it. But I think that's where it might be. That's the best I could do. I've seen it a million times. I looked for it. The other place I thought it might be lost in is in the barn where the alien touches her, and all that shit.
Oh yeah, that freaked me out when I was a
That
kid.
fucking still does.
The three
That
finger thing.
that's the worst thing. I'll get a heat ray. I don't give a fuck, right? But I don't want to run into one of them. You know what I mean? I don't know
Yeah.
what. I fucking yeah, heat ray me, man. Poison gas, all that. That's fine.
Have you
Yeah,
seen the BBC War of the Worlds series?
I saw a
no.
couple
Or the actually it was a
TV.
French production,
Uh,
a combo French and British production
Wow.
series. I think. Yeah, I tried to watch it, but it's terrible. I mean,
sometimes
it
they are.
starts off pretty good, but it just doesn't sustain the excitement or
Yeah.
the intensity, and then it just devolves into some bullshit.
Yeah, you
shit
stand there
on
going like,
social
why are
media.
these people still alive? Right? How?
Yeah,
You just like,
exactly.
can't go to season two. No fucking way.
We saw
Yeah.
the Tom Cruise version
I like that one.
of
I
the
thought that was all
drive-in,
right. I thought that was. Oh, that's
and
right.
there
Yeah.
was a thunderstorm that happened right
Oh
when
yeah.
aliens were like
Uh,
shooting, and right when all the action was happening in the movie. This fierce thunderstorm was happening all around us. Not rain, but like, well, light rain, but the wind was howling and the
Don't matter.
lightning was flashing and the thunder was roaring. And we're like watching this movie at the drive-in with the aliens shooting and the guns shooting and the buildings blowing up and cars go. It was fucking wild.
That's great.
I
That's
was like,
great,
wow, the
Great,
man.
effects in
man.
this movie are really good, man. I feel like I'm
Put
in it.
that in a surround sound. Put
Yeah,
that into
right.
the
They were
experience.
That was
the aliens
wild.
really were coming, Mike.
Oh, it's great.
How great would it have
Where
been
was that? We were
if
up
the
at that one in
Woonsocket,
where is it?
right?
North Smithfield or what?
The rustic.
The Rustic. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I was supposed to go with you that night. I
that's right.
flaked. I flaked out because
That's right.
it was going to thunder.
Because it was gonna thunder. You missed
The
it.
fucking thunder.
Because then it calmed down right at the end of the scene too.
Yeah. I
Then it was
got.
like a beautiful summer night for the rest of the time.
I had an agenda up there. I used to back my pickup up and sit on that 96 quart cooler of mine and fucking drink. I used to drink and had the radio. Get a boom box. It was great because like sometimes like if you didn't like the movie you were supposed to be watching, you could change the channel and just turn a little bit. Watch the other. Watch you know.
All right, man. I'll
You,
park next to you at the
oh,
drive-in.
those days are over, man. You better not even think about like even leaving the. Don't go outside. I mean, don't leave your car. Why are you leaving your car? Where you going? What are you doing? I was going to.
We
Now
used
what?
to set up in
Get back in
front
your
like
car,
with
sir.
lawn chairs and shit, coolers, uh, food, wine, beer, like everything. We took our families would go, like us and the Bouchers and the Crawford. We'd all go with all the kids to the drive-in. It was awesome.
Yeah, drivers are the shit.
Beautiful summer night. It's like it's way better than being in like some theater. It was like you're outside. It was great.
I used to go in that Cadillac. Remember, I had that '70s Caddy
Oh
with
yeah,
the rag top. I had the top down and
yeah.
shit. Yeah,
That's
fuck
cool.
yeah, that was great. That was really good. That was a good night, good date.
Uh,
Leather seats, man.
hey, Mike, where did you used to go when you were a kid to the drive-in?
Go. Seacom, I
Or
think. I want to Seacom.
Seekonk, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to go to the movie plex over there. I don't remember no. I used to go
Oh,
there
the
a lot.
showcase.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
where
big showcase.
that was the one. I went there more than I went to. I just go to one in Lincoln too. Lincoln wasn't as good. As that. The showcase was nice. That
Oh,
one.
the
That was one of
Lonsdale,
the newer
yes.
ones,
Yeah.
and it wasn't that big a pain in the balls to get out over there then. Highway
Well,
wasn't.
are you talking about the Lincoln Mall?
That was one I used to go to. The other
Well,
one used to be
the
the one in Seekonk.
Cineplex there is actually very nice now.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
Lincoln Mall, it's one of the better ones. Yeah.
Back then it had an arcade across from it. Video
Oh, I
games, then
remember that
movie.
arcade.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
that was it. Get stoned in your car, go play video games till the movie started. Watch the movie, get back to
Were
the
you with
car.
me that
Oh, we've
you
all
went to
did
the
that. I'm
arcade
sure
that
you
time?
guys was. Yeah, we all did that
And
once at
I come
least.
out and someone had smashed my window to get my 8-track tape player.
Oh, that
And
sucks.
like about 25 feet away, there was a Lincoln cop sitting there talking to someone. So I walked up to Lincoln cop. Lincoln cop.
Yeah, no.
Lincoln cop, and I said, "Someone just
Right.
broke into my car and stole my 8-track tape player." And he goes, "Where are you guys from?" And I said,
Yeah,
"Foster." He goes, "Why don't you get your own fucking mall?" And he drives
but you get your own fucking.
Yeah.
You
All
probably
right,
yeah
thanks, bud.
yeah. I've been dealing with all you people coming into
Like
Lincoln now.
Lincoln,
Yeah,
It was
like the
quiet
town
till
of
it was
Lincoln was going to support a whole mall, right?
yeah.
yeah.
Well, all the cop knew is
Whole
now we had
point
to
of having
deal
a
with it.
mall is to bring people in, right?
Things were better when
Right.
the mall wasn't there.
It was probably him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he
Uh,
just doesn't give a fuck.
We used to go to
no, he was.
Seacom to the drive-in, but we also used to go to Seacom to the racetrack.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, that's right. The Seekonk Speedway. Yeah, I
Yeah, yeah.
remember that.
We could hear it at Echo Lake, Mumbo.
You know who used to
Echo
drive it?
Lake.
You know,
We used to hear it there.
Tom, the Smothers brothers. One of the Smothers brothers used to drive in that.
No kidding.
Yeah,
At
Wow.
Seacon.
Yeah.
not the dumb one, but the other one, the straight guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I used to go there when I was a kid. I remember I got this memory. I was they have these wooden benches, and I was sliding over like this, and
Oh,
I got a splinter in my ass.
I knew
And
that
it's
was
still there.
They had to take me. I stood up and went, and my aunt went to my mother, and my mother's like, they had to
Yeah.
take me to the fucking emergency room, get this fucking thing pulled out.
Wow.
that's where the trouble
Gee.
all started.
Yeah, you gotta watch that. I think I've
Yeah, I
done
wanted to
that. I've gotten
mention.
splinters that way.
I wanted to
Oh,
mention Echo Lake. You brought up Echo Lake a minute ago.
yeah.
I didn't know that the state had bought that campground,
I didn't know that either. I just
and
found
I
out
guess
just now.
they're gonna maybe they're gonna have a state campground there.
Huh? How about that?
They're developing a plan to use the facilities that were there or
Huh?
something.
I wonder what's
But
left.
yeah, I guess they bought that whole 280 acres or something
I wonder what it looks like.
campground.
So that's closed and everything, huh?
But you can go there.
Can you?
Yeah,
I
you
should
can
go
go
over
there and
there.
walk around.
I should go there. I should fucking walk around. I should
Yeah,
do that. That'd be a great thing to do in August when I get back from Italia.
yeah, let's do that. We'll go to the
Yeah,
circle.
yeah. We'll go. Well, probably a house there. I don't know, but maybe it's still
No,
there.
that's part of it. That circle was part of the
Really?
property. Yep.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, 280 acres, I think.
that's fucking wild. I'd love. I haven't been up there in fucking 30 something years. Easy. It's 40. I bet if I really count, I'll just go. What the fuck? What the fuck twice? Um, I think I tried to go up there a long time ago. Yeah. After the Navy, I tried to go up there. I was like in my early 20s, and I failed somehow. I think it was blocked off, or there were rocks there, or something. But I only attempted it once, and then I just turned around. It was like the barn. I went up to the barn once, and there was that um, uh, chain link fence and Doberman pinches. They greeted you, two of them or three. It might have been two or three. I don't care. I turned around and I left. No, no more love
You
at
know the
spawn.
the speedway though. Wasn't there a speedway over in Daniel? Daniel?
Thompson.
Thompson Speedway. I thought that's what you were talking about.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes on a clear night, you can hear that one
Yeah.
off in the distance when they're doing races.
I went to this photo exhibit one time up here in Portsmouth, and the guy it was three sections, right? And it was New Orleans, and the guy did great photographer, captured New Orleans. Someplace in South America, Colombia, and Thompson Speedway. Those are the three categories.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, And I'm like, and it was in the '70s. It was like mid '70s, mid to late '70s.
Wow.
The time we would have been there.
Wow.
Yeah, and it
I
was
went
like,
to a funeral there.
Yeah.
This guy that I guess he had a lot to do with the place. He was always there, had cars, whatever. But they put him in this car and they took him around the track,
Huh.
and everybody stood around and it was touching. I thought they should have really like they did it like a respectful speed, but they should have like raced him around the track. Like they didn't put
Yeah.
him in a car. They should have like fucking floored it, and he would have loved that.
They should have
If he'd
crashed
been
the
on that
fucking thing.
track, if he
Wasn't
was
it?
there, he'd been like, "What the fuck? You're taking me around the track to honor me, but you're going like 20 miles an hour.
They
What the
should have
fuck?"
slammed him into the wall, Mike.
Just like the old days.
Why
Back
not?
when he was alive.
Go fucking wild.
Yeah.
You only live once.
Catch it
Yeah, they
sliding
should
out
have
around
raced
the
him around
corner.
that
Yeah.
track. Should have been going 100 around that track.
Yeah.
but
Okay,
man, I
man.
tell you, I really recognize the culture.
Yeah,
That late '70s, mid late '70s, Foster, that area. It had a real look.
yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
you don't realize it when you grow up in there, and then you see it like in this.
Because things change so gradually.
Uh, uh,
Yeah.
Trees are bigger. Like I
yeah.
saw some pictures from that era, like of like around this area, and like
Hmm.
the trees are a lot bigger now.
Yeah, they're older.
50 years later, it's like they actually put on some girth in 50 years.
So do we.
I seen. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that.
girth.
You guys are like the skinny guys, like these long-haired skinny guys. Look at this now.
I'm
Wow.
I don't know. I'm 193 right now.
Okay.
So
How tall are you?
5'9"?
I'm 181,
How tall are you?
5'9".
Oh.
Oh, you're pretty fit. I guess it's all in your beard. He's got Mike's got big beard.
Got manly beard.
It's going viral. Hey, you can't wear your shit with can't wear your shit when it's when you're bearded.
Going to the
Can't wear
Walmart.
your shit when you're bearded.
Yeah, bearded. That's a word. It's a fucking word.
Don't get me watermelons at the Walmart. Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's right.
I'm gonna go soon.
Going down to Walmart.
Want to bring her home.
Hey,
Have
this
me
looks like
way with
Dave's
her.
head. Look at that.
That's it.
He's
Want to
shiny.
have me way with her.
You're like
That's
Captain
away with
Decker.
the watermelon.
You're over there rubbing your Delton.
Mike's gonna play us out. That's our exit music.
Yeah, this call is about to end.
Nice seeing you, boys.
Doodly doo.
All right. Okay.